Hello everybody, it's the FarmSim guy here, hope you're all doing well. Today we thought we'd take a quick look at EdgeWater Farms by Sask Mods and Mapping. Now this is a little map based in southeast Saskatchewan in Canada, and it's a really nice little map. As you know, with me and map tours, I don't tend to do that many. And the ones I do are ones where they capture my imagination. I always think about how much I could play this map, how much I could get involved and enjoy this map from an immersive perspective. And this one is really, really nice. Let's just quickly jump into the PDA. And as you can see, you have got all these very odd shaped fields, very much in keeping with this area of Canada, and very authentic. Again, something I like. Again, being from the UK, I'm used to irregular shaped fields. I think they follow the contours of the land, as do these, with these ditches, creeks and streams running all the way through them, which add a nice element to the gameplay as well. So I really like the layout here. There is the main farm where you start just here, and you start with this single field number 1. If you're playing in new farmer mode, I have bought a few extra fields here because I want to show you the precision farming map. There's a couple of grain silos to sell your grain at. There is a sheep farm, a cow farm, a pig farm up here, and then a town down at the bottom. So we'll drive around, we'll have a look at some of those, and we'll get an idea for some of these fields as well as we go through it. But it's a very nice map. It is a standard size map, so the same size as Elm Creek, a 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer map. It is not going to come to console. South Sask Modding has already said that. He doesn't want to go to the time and the additional hoops that you have to jump through to put it onto console, which is his prerogative. It's his map. He can choose what he wants to do with it, so all respect to him for that. It does have all the base game crops, as you would expect. However, if you've seen Farmer Klein's review of this map, and I strongly recommend you go and check that out if you want the real detail of this map. There is no point to sell grapes and olives at the moment, but of course you do have all your standard productions available, even if they're not placed on the map. So if you want to place somewhere that sells grapes and olives, by all means you can add that yourself. Now, this is the farm you start on. This is your start point. So let's just have a quick look around here. He has used base game buildings, so we do have that little bit of a challenge where things like this shed here are just purely decorational, as none of the doors work. But what I really like, what he's done here, is created a little bit of a backstory to start the game off. Let me read out what he's done, and you will see this when the map loads when you're in game. Welcome to EdgeWater Farms. It's a small to medium crop farm operation located in the region of southeastern Saskatchewan, Canada. Many farms to choose from, so your farm future is completely in your hands. Enjoy the variety of field sizes and designs. Ditching may be a task that your farm may want to consider. The ditches, creeks and streams running through your land may be challenging at times. You have a small grain farm that was handed down to you after your grandfather passed away. He was getting old and no one else was there to take over. Your goal is to build up this farm and succeed in the agriculture industry. It is currently August and a field of wheat is waiting for you, so get out there and get farming. Enjoy the rolling hills throughout the fields and roads. It won't take any ordinary farm to farm these grounds. Tillage is not a huge thing around here. If you decide to till, don't be mad when the neighbours look at you funny. Purchase the larger farms and grain sites as you grow bigger. Enjoy and have fun. So I really like that. I mean, for somebody who likes a map, has created backstories for games that I've played before, I really like the idea of that, and it gives people just something to kick off their gameplay with. So in new farmer mode, you start out with 3 tractors, the 4755, the 7810, and the Massey 3670. In addition to that, you get the Deutz-Fahr Topliner as your combine. You get yourself a truck, of course. You have a header for your combine. a cultivator, a seeder, a header trailer, and a couple of weights. So not much. So you're going to have to be clever with your money. Obviously, in new farmer mode, you start with $100,000 as well. And obviously in farm manager mode, you would get 1.5 million. So you've got to be clever about how you build this up. You could really have some fun with this. And if we head over here, just around the corner here, I like what he's done with the farm here. Look, we've got all this rubbish lying around. Makes it feel lived in and used like a farm. There we go. There's some of these creeks that you'll have all over the map. Ways you could resolve this again if you want to is with things like Elk Mountain Modding's Ranch Pack that has a bridge in it, or also the timber bridges that Ola Holdor has introduced. So well worth checking both of those out as mods if you would like to utilise them to cross the rivers and streams here. Now, I did say before we'd come back and look at the precision farming soil map. There you go. I've only uncovered it on a few fields, but the standard soil map has been applied at the moment. Although South Sask have said that they are going to potentially add a custom soil map in the future. So what we're going to do now, we will jump in our truck. We will take a little spin around here. We'll check out the grain silos. We'll head over to the pig farm, have a look at the cow farm on the way down here to the co-op and the central town, and then over to the sheep farm. We'll have a look at this grain store down at the bottom and head back to the main farm. So we'll jump in the Jeep here. We'll go and have a tour around and have a look at some of the fields as well and the contours and get a feel for how this map works. It is incredibly smooth, I will say that. He's done a brilliant job of making sure that this is really optimally pulled together. So you're seeing really nice frame rates across the board with this, which is great to see. And there you go. Lots of fences around the field as well. I've noticed that. Some of them quite close to the edge of the crop. So depending on how you have your farm set up, or if you like Courseplay or auto drive, you may need to be slightly conscious of how close some of the fences are. But there's nothing, I think, that is insurmountable in terms of dealing with them. That is your cornfield that you start off with. We have traffic running down the main road. You can see the rise and the fall of the traffic there over the contours of the map, which is nice to see. It's not a pan flat map, which is always nice to see. Lovely landscaping as well. I think he's done a fantastic job of that. And it feels really, really nice. It feels like a really, really well thought out and considered map. So first port of call, we are going to turn right here and we're going to head up to the grain silos up here. So we'll let you see those. A couple of houses along the way and things like that we'll just take in. But as we go up and over these ridges in the road, again, nice clumps of woodland placed around as well. So if you do like a little bit of logging, you've got that available to you as well. A rather nice field of corn there. Again, the entrances to the field are nicely done. Nice and wide as well, so you can get through there with a header without too much hassle. Multiple entrances to fields as well, which I like as well. So here we are. There is the house and the farm here, and this is the North Grain silo. So again, really nice sheds here. Now these sheds do open. We'll pop this. There we go. And that is a lovely shed. These are the Western Iowa sheds. And it's one thing, actually, I note from the notes that they've put up on their Facebook page. There's been a lot of help here from other modders, which I think is great. It's really nice to see the modding community coming together and helping each other out. Able Modding, BC Bueller and Deniz have all been super helpful in getting this project complete with South Sask. So great to see. But there we go. And there is your grain store with a dryer. It's not a working dryer. It's just there for visual appeal. But a rather nice large grain bin there for you to scale up to as you make more money. Okay, we're going to head back the way we came, along this road here and up to the pig farm. So we hang a right here. As you can see, an untarmac road takes us west across the map towards the pig farm. And again, it gives you an idea to see the fields, rough sizes of the fields as well. I think they're all nice size fields for the size of map it is, not too onerous. Again, nice details as the little tributaries run under the roads. And again, lovely landscaping. In fact, let's just run into here and have a look here on the way to the pig farm. So this is the cow farm. As you can see, the pen is relatively small. It's not going to take too many cows. But if we run down here, again, some of these nice little details, like the little pond in front of the house. So we'll just jump out here. Again, another decorational barn. You can't do much with that, unfortunately, but you do have storage here in this barn, which is great to see. And there is your cow pen. I think what I will say about this map, I think it's been really nicely laid out. It does lend itself to your imagination and doing what you want with. He's basically created a map with base game items that you can then use or choose to not use if you so wish. Again, we have a lot of options now in terms of different sheds, etc. So you have many choices available to you. Right, now let's whip round here. I'm going to head up to the pig farm now, which is at the top of the map. So we'll see you as we get there. As we head up to the pig farm, I thought it might be prudent to show you the crop calendar as well. This is a custom crop calendar, so as you can see, certainly for wheat, barley, canola and oats, you have 2 planting seasons. You can plant them in the autumn or you can plant them in the spring, with a harvest phase through June, July and August, as you would expect, and then slightly later in the year for corn, sunflowers and all your other crops there, right up until November. December, January, February, as you can probably imagine for this part of the world, relatively quiet due to the fact that it's probably snowing. But nice to see a custom crop map, and actually the way it's set out gives you something to do almost throughout the entire year, other than, as I already mentioned, winter. So we'll just run back onto the parallel main road to the one we were on before, up to the pig farm, which is sitting at the top just over there on our left. So just before we take the turning for the pig farm as well, we have got just a few little sell points here. You've got your fuel station, you've got the farmer's market here, and the spinnery. So if you are doing cotton, you can drop it off there at the spinnery. Like I said, not all of the base game productions are placed on the map yet, but they obviously are all available to you. So if you want to do your own productions and they don't exist on the map, you can drop them on in a suitable place yourself. There is enough nice spaces, nice open areas on the map to allow you to do that as well. So let's head back down here and we will take a right just here and check out the pig farm. So here is the pig farm, again relatively basic, nice blank canvas really for you to build on should you wish. Small pig pen there, and over there you have a small shed for you to put your machinery in. Again, a little tiny field there, and obviously fields surrounding you as well. And there is your house. Right, let's jump back in and we will head south towards the town. So we're heading back down the road here. You can just see over the top of the trees there the silo from the cow farm. We're going to keep going. As you can see, the fields as we drive past them, making sure we don't bump into any traffic. Lovely mix of field sizes, and here we are arriving at the town. So again, sell points here. There's the bowling alley. Nice that he's put the signs across the road as well, like that. There is our animal yard, so you can buy and sell your animals there. There is the shop, so you can take advantage of that. Again, all base game stuff. And if we head along here, there is the co-op where you can sell a lot of your crops. So I'll just run in here. You'll recognise this as well from Elm Creek, but nice big structure. And 3 productions down at the bottom here next to the co-op: the bakery, the dairy and the grain mill. Okay, we are taking a turn off the road here at the bottom of the map, and we are heading along towards the sheep farm. We'll have a quick look at that. I think we pass a couple of silos as well, and then we will head our way back to the start farm. So we're just coming up to the junction here. As you can see, there's another little grain storage point there, which is nice to see. Just roll over the train track. There is no train that runs, it's there for decoration purposes only. There is another storage point for grain. Some square fields as well here. They're not all funny shape. We have got some more standard shaped fields, which is good to see a little bit of a mix of there. And if we pull into here, this is our sheep farm. Again, very simple. All the farms here, nice small farms, give you an idea of a basis to start from. I can't imagine if you're playing that you would last with just these small farms for long as you build things up. But nice to see. There is your sheep pen. And again, you recognise this building from the base game. Doors open, so you do have some storage space in there should you wish. Right, back in the truck. We will head over to the final grain point, storage point, then back to the farm. So as we pull in here, this is South Grain. This is another grain storage point at the bottom of the map. As you can see, some nice bins there and a tip point for you to unload into. A few more sheds here. Again, one with storage in it. And a couple of placeables. So nice to see. Again, potential for a slightly different farm should you choose to. And we'll head back out of here now. And then back up to our farm. So here we are, turning back onto the road back to our farm again. Just want to reiterate how lovely this looks when you're sitting at this level driving along in a vehicle. The performance is great, really nicely landscaped. I think he's done a great job with that. We'll turn back into the farm entrance here and park up. But there you go. In principle, a really clean, really nicely laid out, beautifully contoured, beautifully landscaped little map. I'm really liking this. It's definitely something I would play a little bit more on. I love the field shapes. I love the little creeks running through the fields. A really, really good job. So South Sask, well done. Congratulations on the release, and looking forward to putting a few hours in on this one. So from me for now, the FarmSim guy, thank you very, very much for watching. I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.
Yeah!